I read a recent piece from a journalist who manned a suicide hotline for LGBTQ kids, and it was heartbreaking. Good and decent people can have a debate over trans kids playing female sports. For me, this is an invented outrage with a fraction of a percentage point qualifying for this debate, but nonetheless, it's become a political reality. But that's not where this conversation settled, far from it. The Supreme Court recently upheld Tennessee's law banning gender-affirming care for transgender minors. The conservatives, by the way, who throughout my life have been adamant about keeping government out of their personal lives, injecting themselves in the most private of decisions between parents, children, and their doctors is worse than hypocrisy. Trump, he weaponized the issue on the campaign trail, labeling the population in ads and in speeches as freaks or worse. He, despite being a draft dodger, I might remind you, kicked them out of the military, even though their commander said they were respected soldiers in service of their nation. But the cheapness of weaponizing this vulnerable population crossed over into outright cruelty when his administration ended funding for a specialized suicide hotline for LGBTQ callers. This unconscionable, callous decision will kill children. Think for a minute what these kids go through, even without Trump in office. Can you imagine what a child endures on a daily basis at school, not looking like the other kids and identifying as something different than their birth certificate? Think back, we were all kids. Think about the torment every day in the cafeteria and what they hear online when they go home. Imagine children whose own family sometimes doesn't even support them. The only place where they can hear an adult all too often that says that they're valued is on a hotline, and even that's gone. The data is chilling as to how many kids in this population attempt suicide, let alone succeed. Now consider their new normal, where the message born from the Trevor Project, "It Gets Better," gave them a sense the country was becoming more tolerant. Gay marriage is an example. Well, now that message seems like an empty promise. These kids and their family know that their president and his party are actively trying to demonize them, strip them of any resources, and even encourage more vulgar abuse of their very existence. This is not who I thought we were. I didn't think I'd see the day when we made it sport, sanctioned, if not encouraged by my president, to pick on the most vulnerable kids and to care less if they take their own lives as a consequence. I'm ashamed of my president, and I'm ashamed of those who celebrate hurting those with nowhere else to turn. Like I said, I thought we were better than this.